So as a seller or as a buyer, man, there are a lot of realtors. And so how in the world can you tell the difference? Because we're not all created equal. So what are the things that you need to know in how to pick your realtor? The very first thing that I always say is ask them about their actual track record. How much experience do they have? The average agent sells like less than 6 homes. Less than 6 homes in a year means there's a lot of people who sell 0 homes or 1 home. And real estate is so complex and complicated that you can get yourself into some trouble. The agent could get themselves into trouble. The agent could get you as a client into some trouble by not knowing all the different ways that the transaction needs to be moved forward. So number one, how many houses have they sold? What's their actual experience like? The second thing I would always ask them is, are you a team? Are you an individual agent? How are you going to stay in touch with me? What are your systems? What are your processes? That'll tell you if they've got a plan or not, because this is a huge investment for you. And depending on your personality type, you may be super stressed out about that. You may not be that stressed out about it. But you need to know, and what are the expectations that I can have for my real estate agent? And by asking them, what are their systems and how are they going to stay in touch with us? And when can I call you? All of those kind of questions will get you to, are we a good match? Because that's what's great, is there's a lot of real estate agents. So just because you're not a good match for that one, or maybe our team isn't a good match for you, that's fine. You'll find somebody else who is if you ask the right questions. So ask about their experience, ask about their systems, and then I would also ask if they have any sort of guarantees, because that will show you how much they're willing to stand behind whatever their activities are. So, are you willing to guarantee that my home will sell? Or are you willing to, buy this house if it doesn't sell? Or and it's okay if the answer is no. That may not be a big deal for you, but it's a valuable thing for you to know. Do they have anything where they're going to stand behind their work? The other thing that you can ask them is, what is your track record? What's your average price if you're the seller? What is your list price to sales price? How often do you get it right is what you're looking at, because you may come in with a preconceived notion about price. The agent may have another notion about price once they've done their research. And you just want to make sure that you know kind of the history of experience and what you can really expect from that real estate agent. The last thing that I would do is I would ask to talk to some people who recently worked with them. 3 names. You can obviously look online as well. Definitely read reviews online, but you can actually talk to a real customer who can say, and if it were me, I'd probably say, I want to speak to your last 3 clients, so that you get a sampling, not just their sister who bought a house with them 6 months ago, but let me talk to your last 3 clients. If you're really anxious about the process, hear what it's really like to work with them. Do they really call you on Tuesdays when they said they were going to call you on Tuesdays? Or, when something goes wrong, because something is going to go wrong, how did they handle it? How much warning did they have? Did you know this was going to happen? All of that. You can just hear from other people who've worked with them, so you could know as best you can what sort of an experience you're going to get with each realtor, because you want it to be a good relationship. This is going to be stressful. No matter who you hire, it's going to be stressful, but it also can be fun. So if you're a fun person or you want to have fun, make sure that you're partnered with a real estate agent who's going to bring that experience to you. So that's the questions I like to ask. We literally just hired an agent for a house in another state, and that's what we talked about, all 4 of those things.